so cold, sleep is nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight. Get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn. This life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong. Feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss. I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Inside the Mind episode 2, the second one of this series. Shout out to Mac, the Giants fan, for giving me this idea on how to make this network better. And I have an amazing guest. Her route is actually different than everyone else's in the network, so it's actually kind of amazing and interesting. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. After the Jake Paul fight last night, now Orange Cassidy's gonna win the title again tonight. I'm like up and down. I'm mixed. And hopefully Earl comes in.
Gets me every time.
Hey, and speaking of Mac, good morning to you, Mac. Thank you for this amazing idea. And we learned something about Mac last week, that he likes reality shows. I never knew that. So he likes reality shows and a huge fan of the Olympics. So that's two new things we learned about Mac. So kind of interesting. Yeah. But when Earl's in the chat, I got a surprise for him. That's all I got to say. Whenever Earl's in the chat, I got a surprise.
That's right.
Let's just get right into this, Sarah, because I actually thought about this for a while now. Never had that chance to ask you. Have you thought about making your own content, like your own YouTube channel? Have you thought of that?
Not really. I'm not like big on social media or anything. I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter. I don't post a whole lot of stuff. So like doing this is totally different for me, you know, being with Earl and doing the watch-alongs and everything. This is totally different for me. So, speak of the devil.
Yep. Hold on. There we go. I'm good now. I'm good now, Earl. I'm good now. How you doing, Earl? How you doing? Just thought I'd bring this up for a quick second. So let me get back to the other one. Hey, it's great. I got a lot more in my I got a lot more.
So you got a lot more in your arsenal.
Yeah, Earl got a lot more. But hey, it's all love, Earl. It's all love. That's awesome. Mac loved it. And you would see Mac tonight for the AEW Revolution. I just remembered that. So
I know.
Mac will be there seeing with
Nick
Earl.
And Earl and myself. Yes.
Yep, it's going to be fun tonight. Please, Orange Cassidy, lose. Please. That's all I want. But hey, let's get into the next one.
On Twitter from you if he loses.
I cannot wait. But let's get right back into it. How exactly did you become a member of Hardcore Sports? Like, I already know the route. Let the people know your route and how you got here.
So I kind of got away from watching wrestling for a few years. Then when my dad got diagnosed with cancer, I needed just like an escape. And that's how I got back into watching wrestling. So I went onto YouTube because I wanted to find, more information, people to give me a different perspective than things that maybe I am thinking or was thinking. So that's actually how I found Hardcore Sports, and I'd never heard of it before. But that's how I found the Hardcore Sports Network. And I came across DJ Storm. So I was, watching him. And when I was in the chat, Earl had said, hey, I have my own channel. Here's the link to it. So I went onto Earl's channel and subscribed and became a member, and I started watching his watch-alongs when he would do the Raw watch-along with him and Jeffrey. And being in the chat with them, they made me feel so comfortable. They answered, like if I had a question, they would answer it. They were super nice. And then just being in Earl's chat, just participating. Earl had mentioned on one of his watch-alongs, said, "Hey, Sarah, would you like to be a guest on the wrestling experience?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Really?" So I accepted the offer and went on did the wrestling experience that next Thursday with Earl. And we had so much fun. Oh my goodness. We had just such a good time. And then afterwards we stayed on and we're chatting a little bit. And Earl said, "Hey, would you like to join me for the Raw watch along next Monday?" And I was like, "Sure, if you're okay with it, that would be great." So I did the Raw watch along, and then he asked me to do Dynamite with him, and then he asked me to do SmackDown with him, and it was just it was kind of like a domino effect. And then you and Earl invited me to be a part of the network, and yeah, so that's how it happened. So kind of went up like a ladder. It was crazy.
Yep. And then now you're a part of Monday Night Raw watch along with Sherry, Denise, Earl. You're a part of the AEW watch along with Nick and Earl. Wrestling Experience, Queens of the Ring was honestly it's one of my favorite shows that you're on. Not because I get to run or everything backstage. No. Because it's actually a very good conversation. The last episode we had with Blaze Radio, that was
Oh my
hilarious.
goodness.
That was hilarious.
So much fun.
And then Collision, you guys seen Collision, and last night you told me that it was kind of bad. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It was not very good.
It was not good
for
at
a
all.
go home show, I'm like, you want there to be something to really, make you really look forward to the pay-per-view the next night. And it just, that wasn't it. That's what I said to Earl last night. I'm like, this was not it. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So before we get into the next one, we gotta address Philly halftime. He is in the chat. Blaze Radio doing his naughty Blaze thing. I'm not saying that. Nope. Sorry. Welcome to the mothership, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the thumbs up on the telecast. Hey, that was good. I did a good job. Hey.
That was
What is
good.
up? What is up, Wesley? I've known Earl for 11 years, so it's like one of my things. Queens of the Ring was awesome because Naughty Blaze. Oh, God. I'm the one who gave you that idea. I'm the one who gave it to you. And then, what is up, Coach Ed? What is up? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. And here's actually something interesting. Coach Ed actually had his own interview show. He interviewed me for it. It was called the Read and Attack Connection. Wow. He's a coach, so it was like all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. But let's get into the next. Yeah, let's get into the next one. What's your favorite part about being involved in the Hardcore Sports Network?
So, like I mentioned previously, I'm not big on social media or anything. So I was very apprehensive about being involved, but Earl just made me so comfortable, and I have met some of the best people, some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life through being a part of the network. I met you, Earl, the girls, Denise and Cherry, Blaze, just everybody has just been wonderful. So that's, it's kind of helping me kind of, get more comfortable and kind of expand my horizons, I guess you could say a little bit. So,
hey, whatever works. We love to have you here, a part of it. Like what Blaze said, Sarah's awesome. We are blessed to have her in the network. She's a gem. And it's not exactly naughty Blaze, so this is the normal Blaze. This is the normal Blaze. This is normal. So this is my favorite kind of Blaze, not the other kind. But this one is my favorite kind of Blaze. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Now, let's talk a little bit about wrestling. We had to bring it up. Sure. We have to. So, favorite 3 wrestlers right now and all time. I think I know what one of them is, and I'm not gonna like it. That was Max.
Yeah, I like MJF. I feel
Okay.
really bad that he's out injured right now, but I think he's phenomenal in the ring. He's phenomenal on the mic doing promos. Like he is the whole package. I really like MJF, whether he's a babyface or a heel, it doesn't matter. Um, Will Ospreay is another one. He is phenomenal. I am so excited that Tony Khan managed to get him to sign with AEW because now we get to watch him every week. So I'm so pumped about that. And I've read somewhere that he was determined to be the wrestler of the year for 2023. He was out of this world good. Let's see. I like Randy Orton, obviously. I've been watching Randy Orton since the beginning, so I like Randy Orton. Edge or Adam Copeland, he's another one of my all-time favorites. The Undertaker, he's another one. Like I grew up watching The Undertaker, so it was emotional for me when he retired because then we, weren't going to see him anymore. Let's see. I'm trying to think who else. God, there's so many.
One that's retiring tonight.
Yeah, I told Earl last night, I've got my box of tissues right here on my side table because I know it's going to be emotional. It's going to be really hard. I mean, I said this to Earl last night. I know it's going to be hard enough for people like me, but the people that are really, really big Sting fans like Cherry, Blaze, it's going to be really hard for them. I know it's going to be even harder for them than it's going to be for me. But yeah, Sting, I've been watching Sting since I was a little kid. So yeah, tonight's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is. But hey, here's good news. Earl loves working with you. Like every
I love
single
working
stream.
with you too, Earl.
It's great. And can someone please explain to me what is this Dinty thing? I'm like so outside the box. I kind of know.
So this came about because when Earl was doing the watch-alongs with Jeffrey, every time Earl would say he's beating the stew, Jeffrey would bring up on screen a bowl of stew. And I am not good with technology. I don't have like fancy skills. So when I started doing the watch-alongs with Earl and he would say that, I went to the store and I bought a can of Dinty Moore beef stew. So whenever Earl says that, I hold up the can of stew.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
So, and then when we do the Dynamite watch-alongs with Nick is much more technologically experienced than I am. So Nick changes his background to a can of Dinty Moore at the same time that I'm holding up. So that's why.
I got you now. That's actually funny. And I can show you how to bring up a picture of beef stew. It's easy.
Oh, really?
It's like, I can teach you
okay.
that. That's easy.
Sweet.
I can definitely do that. Yeah. And Sting's my all-time favorite. I'm just glad he got this AEW run before he's gone. Not a lot of people are talking about people are loving Sting right now, but it's just like the fact it's ending, it's just like it can't be true. It just can't.
Yeah, it's and I am glad that he is getting to retire on his own terms. I've said this before. I don't like the fact that he chose the Young Bucks. The fact that he's chose to do a tag team match, I'm cool with that. That's fine. I don't like the fact that he chose the Young Bucks. However, I respect it because he is going out the way he wants to go out.
Yeah. Wesley's going to be emotional tonight for him as well.
I think a lot of people are.
And then Matt goes, there are so many great wrestlers, it's hard to narrow it down to 3. Right? That's why I asked you, only 3.
That's why I'm trying to list them off as I'm thinking of them.
It's great. It's great. And apparently, Halftime loves Logan Paul. So there you go. Halftime, there you go. Did you Logan Paul look?
I'm glad that Logan Paul, even though he's holding a title, I'm glad now that he's full time because honestly, I do not like the fact that part time people hold titles. That bothers me because they're never there to defend their title and they're taking opportunities away from others. So the fact that Logan Paul now is full committed to be full time, I'm okay with that. That's fine. But
Mhm.
he's losing the title at WrestleMania, so we don't have to worry about that for much longer.
Please have him keep it. Please just have him keep it for
God.
all time's sake. As a wrestling fan, it's going to be hard to watch Sting's final match tonight. It has truly been a blessing watch him perform all these years. I unfortunately did not get to see him in WCW. I wasn't around, but I'm just it's going to be emotional. I can't watch that. I can't. Now this is the important one. Which wrestlers you do not like?
Which wrestlers do I not like? I don't like, I know people are gonna freak out about this. I don't like Roman Reigns. I've never liked Roman Reigns. I've never been a humongous fan of his. As a person, I'm sure he's fine, but in wrestling, he's like Earl would say, he's got nothing in his repertoire. He's got the Superman punch and the spear.
That's
He has to come
basically it.
out. He's been doing the same stuff for all the years that he's been holding the title. He's got to have the bloodline come out and interfere. They knock out the ref. There's shenanigans in the match, and then Roman Reigns cheats to win. Like, it's boring. It's old. It's been used so many times. It's like you say, it's super predictable. Super predictable. Yeah, like Earl says, whack booking. Whack, completely whack. Like, that's not it for me. So yeah, I don't really care for Roman Reigns. I don't care for the Young Bucks either. They're just not my cup of tea. It's totally fine if other people like them, or maybe they watched them before they got, started AEW, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks.
And
I'm
according
sorry.
to no, you're good. You're good. People hate it when I hate Orange Cassidy, so there you go. But Mac doesn't
Yes!
like Omos.
Omos! Why
same with
is
Earl.
he there? Why is he there?
Omos sucks so bad he's worse than a Great Khali.
They're like on the same level, like really big guys, can't really do any moves. Like, it was painful last year at WrestleMania to watch his match with Brock Lesnar. It was painful. And
Yeah.
again, like Earl says, Brock Lesnar had nothing in his repertoire either. He can do an F5 and a suplex and the Kimura lock, and that's about it. But I was shocked. Brock Lesnar was like carrying Omos through that match. So
Yeah.
that, like I said, that was painful to watch. So
Yeah. Like for me,
yeah,
I
Omos
don't
is
really care for Omos, but I don't hate him. Like he's there. He's just there for me. Like, okay, there's Omos.
He's there occasionally. That's why I was so surprised he came out at the Royal Rumble. I'm like, this is a complete waste of a spot and an opportunity for someone else. That's why I was like, what the heck are they thinking? Why?
Right.
Why?
I know.
I'm surprised he's still
crazy.
there. I don't understand why he's still there.
Okay, Earl, we're not doing that
Yes,
again.
Earl, he is. He definitely is.
Oh my God, he still brings that up. But yeah, here's something a little different. Favorite superheroes or villains, if you have any.
I always liked watching the like the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
So Tony Stark as Iron Man, you've got the Hulk and Thor and everybody else in that group. So I really enjoyed those movies. I also enjoyed the movies with I also enjoyed the oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of it. It's the reason why I got HBO Max was to watch this movie years ago.
Oh yeah.
Justice League. The Justice
There
League
it
movie.
is.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
So the Justice League movie, that big extended version that they had come out with, that was 4 hours. So I grew up like with the old school like Batman movies with Michael Keaton as Batman. So that's one of mine. I love Batman. The Joker was always a great villain, um, going after Batman, wreaking havoc. So yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Hmm. And we have a good comment from Mac here. I mean, not Mac. Oh my God, I just saw Mac from Coach. Sorry about that. Sarah speaks like an elementary school teacher. I love it. She makes me want to watch a wrestling match now.
Oh, thank you, Coach Ed. Yeah, Superman's another good one, Earl. I
Yeah.
enjoyed him in the movies they did, more the more recent movies, but I like the old school ones too.
Hmm. Yeah. For me, my favorite is actually Iron Man. He's the one who got me into Marvel. Like that very first one he
Really?
made. It was
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Man that got me into it.
That movie was great. They did such a good job with it. And
Hmm.
Robert Downey Jr., man, he plays a good cocky person. I'm trying not to say any bad words.
I know, right? I know. I know. He's just like I can watch that movie anytime. The movie was just on yesterday for me. I watched some of it. Like,
Yeah, it's one of those movies when it's on cable, even though there's commercials and they edit it for time and whatnot, when it's on, I have to watch. I watch it. I gravitate towards it.
yep. Uh-huh. Now, here's an interesting one. Tell us something about you that we may not already know about.
Um, Something you guys might not know about me. I actually have a triple master's degree.
What? Wow.
Yeah,
And
I have a
what?
triple master's degree. So my undergrad, my bachelor's degree is in business management, and then my master's degrees are I did a master's, like an MBA, and I also did public administration, which is like dealing, in the court system, and then HR, human resources, and I actually work in HR. So, yeah, I love it, and yeah, it was hard. It was really hard. I was so by the time I got done with about halfway through my third one, I was like, okay, I've about had it with with school. I've about had it with college. I thought about going for like a doctorate, but realistically, it's a lot of money. It's very expensive, and it's not really necessary for the work that I do. So that's why I never went for it. I just wanted to be called Dr. Sarah, but that kind of flew out the window.
Yep. Mac says way to go on that
Oh,
one.
thank you, Mac.
And then Blake goes cocky. He said
Yes,
it.
yes, he is. Yes, Tony Stark is
And then
definitely that for
respect,
sure.
Coach gives you his respect for that. No.
Oh,
Oh God. Naughty Blake violates all HR rules. Go ahead.
well,
Oh
I'll
my
let it
God.
slide. It's okay.
Yeah. The thing is clobbering. Yep. It's clobbering time.
Yes,
My God, I miss CM Punk already. I miss him
I
already.
know.
I
I
miss him.
know. And I heard that he's going to be a part of WrestleMania still. Obviously, not, in a match or anything. So I'm hoping like he's the host or does commentary because he did the commentary for the press conference they did in Vegas and he did a great job. So I hope they let him, be on commentary or something. I think he's great at that.
Yeah. Yep. And then Earl's giving you his respect also.
Oh, thank you, Earl.
Yeah, and Coach laughing at what Blake said. And then Coach is laughing what Blake said.
Yes.
Like, who is not laughing at what Blake said? Carrie's gonna freak if CM Punk is to get. Oh my God, can you imagine what happens?
Oh my god, she's gonna lose her mind. I said I will have to pull because I wear earbuds when we do the
Yeah.
watch-alongs and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna have to pull my earbud out, like, because she's gonna be so mad. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I don't think that's going to happen. Because what I think is Cody, and since The Rock gave his challenge, or challenged him and Cody and Seth Rollins to a tag team match on night one, I think that's going to happen. It's going to wear them both out. Rollins is going to have some type of injury, like with his back or maybe his knee, which is going to set him back. And that is how Drew is going to win. I don't think they're going to have CM Punk be like a ref or anything. I think they're probably going to have him do commentary for the match. Because I think he'd be excellent at that.
Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be the host of night one of WrestleMania. I
Oh,
just
that would be
could
cool.
see him as a host, kind of like what they did with the New Day back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey, that rhymes. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen personally. That's what I think. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully. But here's another interesting one. If you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, well, definitely. I would pick my dad. Dad passed away a couple years ago, so I'd want to have dinner with my dad and be able to see him again. Oh my goodness gracious. Please.
Midday and day. Anything rhymes with that? Rusev Day. Anything rhymes with that?
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so oh goodness gracious, I'm trying to think. That's a toughie.
Yeah. Shout out to Blaze for this question, by the way.
Yeah, this is a toughie. Oh, good gravy.
If you can't think of 3, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, man, I'm trying to think. Who would I want to have dinner with?
Yeah. Coach said sorry for your loss. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's how I got back into watching wrestling.
There you go. But for me, I would not pick Orange Cassidy, so that's one. Throw him over there. But whenever someone's interviews me and asks me this question, that's when I'm gonna reveal mine. So Orange Cassidy's nowhere on that list. Nowhere.
Oh, I figured as much.
Yeah, I've heard of these questions somewhere before, but I love sharing the love and helping anyone in the network, even midst the. I'm not reading that up. Hey, you're gonna be on Blaze's interview show. It's gonna be you, Sherry, and Denise. So that'll be.
I'm excited for that. It's gonna be so much fun.
That's gonna be fun, but here comes Naughty Blaze again for that.
You know what? I'm good with regular Blaze. I'm good with Naughty Blaze. I love Naughty Blaze. He is really funny and he's thoughtful. But we had, oh my goodness, when he was on Queens of the Ring last time, we just had an absolute blast. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was great. I was there for the whole time and it was awkward.
We had so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was so awkward. But really quick, actually, one more comment here. Queens of the Ring yep, that was the day I was thinking of. Sunday, March 24th. Yep. Thank you for that. I honestly forgot the date of that, so now I know. Thank you for that. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. All right. If we have any questions from the chat at all, so if you have any questions for Sarah, now is a good time, and then we're going to move to the final question after this. So, Sarah, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If there's any way we could make the network better, I think I asked you this before, but if you don't have any answers, that's okay too. I'm trying to get more information as possible.
I was gonna say maybe get a Facebook page, but you've done that, so that
we
one is.
Yeah, we're about to have 200 followers on there already, and we just started like in January.
I thought Nick posted, I think in our in the chat last night for our collision watch along, I think Nick posted in the chat, I think we're at 204.
The last time I checked, we were at 199, but I'll look. Make sure or not.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I am invited. I am invited. You're gonna give me that link. I am invited for the third time.
Oh my goodness, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
I'll look. I'll look. But if we have any questions for Sarah, though, if we have any questions for Sarah, now's the opportunity. I remember doing an interview with Blaze. Yeah, you're gonna have fun. Yeah, that's when we did a fantasy football draft. We did that last year.
Oh, cool.
Yep, we're at 202. So,
There we go. We hit 200.
well, there you go, Coach. There you go. There's your 1 second. Hey, there you go. There you go. Yep, 202. So we hit 202.
I'm trying to picture you.
And then now,
Oh my goodness.
now the only thing I can hear of now is the Samoa Joe theme song because you guys have milked it so much.
Mitch.
That was Earl, wasn't it? That was Earl.
Oh
It's okay.
my gosh. He brought it up and I was like, Earl, you are right. That could be Mitch's theme song.
And this could be Earl. This should be Earl. So there you go.
I think he's gonna have a hard time if Miz and R-Truth win those tag titles at WrestleMania. He's gonna have a very hard time with that.
Please let that happen. Please. Oh, okay. Good for you. It's not exactly the first time.
He wore a tutu last
No, it was like this. I can't describe it like what Nick said, but it's like a chicken outfit, something with Puerto Rico or something. I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a
I
chicken
didn't watch
thing.
the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. That fight didn't even last long. That fight lasted 4 or 5 minutes.
That's it?
That's it. All of that for nothing.
All that hype and you guys got 4 or 5 minutes of entertainment and enjoyment out of it.
I mean, the fights were good before that. So,
yeah.
The fights were good. It was a pink. Whatever it was for Jake Paul. Oh, here we go. Sarah, are there other sports you enjoy watching or be a part of?
I enjoy watching football. I enjoy watching baseball. So because I live in southeastern Wisconsin, so I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, Milwaukee Brewer fan. But I mean, I'm not like exclusive. Like I like all different teams. So, but yeah, I enjoy watching those. But wrestling is like my main one.
Yeah.
That I really like. So
here's another one, Sarah. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I would want to go to Italy. My grandfather, my mother's father, when he was 2 years old, he actually came to the United States. So I would want to go to Italy to try to find because my father started doing like that ancestry thing, to ancestry, research to try to find family members. So I would want to travel to Italy, maybe try to find some distant family members over there. I think that would be kind of cool. Or Hawaii. I've always wanted to travel to Hawaii too.
Yeah. And there's actually a supporter of ours named Charles. He lives in the Bahamas. So he's the one telling us, oh, Mitch, it's 73 degrees. And when you look outside here, I'm in Jersey, it's like 45 and rainy. I'm like, oh. Yeah,
in Wisconsin.
Lovely.
I know. I get so jealous. I think Charles has been in the chat for some of Earl's watch-alongs. He's super cool, like really super nice, and he's always got good comments and everything. Here it's partly cloudy and 53 in Wisconsin. Usually at this time of year, we're in like the 20s and 30s. So it's been a very mild, warm winter here. I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool, Coach. Really, that's amazing.
That's neat.
Your favorite song and dinner dish? Not exactly. Okay.
Um, my favorite dinner, I love pasta. When I was younger, my family called me the carbohydrate queen because I love potatoes and pasta and bread, but Italian food is hands down definitely my favorite. So if it's Italian, I'll smash that. Like I don't care.
Right.
It's good. There's a restaurant here. They have this portobello mushroom ravioli. Um,
Yep.
it's fantastic. Um, let's see, favorite song. Oh my goodness, I've got so many different ones. Like it's so funny because Earl will sometimes bring up songs during the watch along,
Hmm.
and I'll be like, I remember that song. It was from when I was in like middle school or high school. I remember that song. Like he'll
Yeah.
sometimes start singing Lil Jon songs, or it just like it takes me back. So I mean, my favorite type of music is rock music. I love
Yep.
rock music with the guitars and the drums. I love rock music. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a favorite. I don't really have like a favorite song because I like so many.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's like the favorite movie thing too. Like you can't pick just
Yeah,
one movie. Like for me, this is how I ask
exactly.
it. I ask it like favorite genre of music. That's what I would do. Because favorite
Oh
song, you'll be here
yeah.
all day. Yeah, I'm just wondering something like that.
Yeah,
And then Mac, his dream to go to Italy as well.
it's something about the culture there. It's like it calls to you. It's so hard to describe, but yeah, Italy would be awesome.
Jerk, chicken, and lasagna are winners. There you go. That sounds
Lasagna for
good.
sure.
And then Mitch, the CEO of the network that has amazing broadcasting and commentary to the that's what Charles says every single live.
Oh,
I'm
Charles,
like, yeah,
he's so like I said, he's so sweet. He's in Earl's chat sometime, and he's wonderful.
yeah,
So
yeah, that is great. No, no, Blaze, no. All right. This one's actually kind of interesting. I like this one. Um,
okay.
what advice would you give someone who wants to live stream, like do watch alongs and stuff like that? If you have any like advice to
Um,
those people.
so don't be scared, don't be nervous, just be yourself. Um, definitely you have to have the skills to be able to pay attention to what it's like if you're doing a watch along. You have to have the skills to be able to pay attention to what's going on the show. You also have to pay attention if you've got other people on with you that you're paying attention to their comments or questions, and then you have to pay attention to the chat. So being able to multitask, I think, is very important. um, Being organized is very important, and just being like personable, down to earth, just
Yeah.
because I think that is going to get you much further than trying to be all formal and proper. Just be yourself.
I like that one. And this one, I was gonna ask this, but I knew someone in the chat would. Max beat me to it. What is your favorite part about working with Earl?
I'm trying to think. My favorite part of working with Earl, um, it has to. He is seriously one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. He is hands down one of the nicest people. Um, so he's kind to everybody. He's kind to me, to Denise and Sherry, to people in the chat. Um, so I like how kind Earl is. He is super funny. So we laugh. Oh, I laugh a whole lot, no matter what we're doing, what we're watching. I end up laughing multiple times when I'm with Earl. Um, he is so it blows my mind that he can call a wrestling match. Like I don't even know the name of half the moves, and I've been watching wrestling for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't even know the names of half the moves, and Earl is just right on it, calling it out. So he's so talented. It's crazy. So I truly love working with Earl anytime we're doing something.
Yep. Especially when he yells "insecurity" or my God, there's so many of them.
His Earl isms are the best. I love his Earl isms. I like them even when I started off as somebody in the chat, as a viewer in the chat. That was one of my favorite parts of watching him was
Yeah.
his Earl isms that he does. So
Yeah. Exactly. I saw it too, Blake. I know. Just don't be. So you don't want to be me? That's rude. That's rude. Wow. Earl's definitely an awesome person. I enjoy working with him. His Earlisms are legendary.
they are. They are. I think it's one thing
So,
that really sets him apart from other content creators, really, to be
yeah,
perfectly honest.
yeah. Except for when he goes Orange Cassidy's bestie every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds.
Gets me. I'm so sorry for creating that.
Oh, that was you? I thought that was him.
No. I said,
Oh.
Mitch is, man, I'm like, Earl, I said, Orange Cassidy must be Mitch's BFF. I'm like, wait, no, they're besties. That is Mitch's bestie. And he ran with it. It was so funny. So
It's kind of
funny.
like how Miz is his. So either
Right,
way,
right, right.
either way.
Exactly.
Back at you, Sarah. You're smart, funny, and inspirational. That's coming from Earl.
I love you, Earl. You're the best. Like I said, we have so much fun working together. It has really been a joy. I love Earl to pieces. He's fantastic. He's
Yeah,
fantastic.
especially the fact when he's been to like 11 or 12 WrestleManias.
Oh my gosh, isn't that is crazy to me?
I'm going to
Holy
my first one this year. It's crazy.
that's gonna be, you guys are going to have so much fun.
I
Um,
cannot wait.
you guys
Cannot
are
wait.
just gonna have an absolute blast. I'm a little bit jealous that WrestleMania is so close to you guys, where you live. But you guys are just gonna have so much fun.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And I
I'm
get to
excited
meet.
for you guys.
I get to meet Earl, someone who I've been close with for 11 years. Let that sink in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right.
It's gonna be special for you guys.
It is. It is. Well, with that being said, thank you, Sarah, for coming on for Inside the Mind, episode 2. Hey, we learned a lot about you,
Welcome.
your degrees, which wrestlers you don't like. I can go on and on. I really appreciate you. So if you want to tell
you.
anyone what your final thoughts, go for it.
I guess just truly enjoy being a part of the network. I never thought in a million years I would ever be a part of something like this or do something like this. Like I said, I've met some of the best people ever by being a part of the network. So I need to sincerely thank you, Mitch, and Earl for inviting me to be a part of this. Like it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. And yeah, subscribe to Hardcore Sports, man. You guys will not regret it.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, Sarah, I need your help here. I didn't do this with Mac. So I'm going to be vote. You guys can vote on the community tab on the Hardcore Sports Network. Who should I interview for episode 3? Earl, Halftime, or Coach Ed?
Oh man.
So your vote counts as mine. So because we're on my account.
Man.
So
I'm trying to think. Oh.
and make sure, guys, you go to the community tab right away. Hardcore Sports Community tab, so we can get the 3rd episode up and running. If it's Philly halftime, we're going to talk about Logan Paul for an hour.
Then I would maybe do Earl or Chet because I don't think anybody wants to talk about Logan Paul for an hour.
All right. So you're narrowing it down to Earl Cole and Coach Ed, I guess, then.
I vote for Earl. I think that would be really fun.
All right. There's one vote for Earl. Now, everyone, go to the Hardcore Sports Network community tab, cast your vote, and you can only vote once. Only once. I don't want to see all three and 15 million for halftime. I just want to see one, and that's it. All right. So make sure you guys go to the community tab of the Hardcore Sports Network. And again, thank you all for joining us. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Phenomenal show. Thank you, Coach. Can't wait to interview you. Maybe episode 3. We got to let the people decide. So on that note, guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. See you for episode 3. And we're out.